A series of bills aimed at protecting children on social media is making its way through Congress right now. This week, the House Energy and Commerce Committee reached a bipartisan kids online safety package, which includes portions of 14 different bills, regulating everything from AI chatbots to the purchase of illegal goods over social media. And it comes as dozens of families made their way to D.C. on Tuesday night for Social Media Victims Remembrance Day, which commemorates victims of online threats like cyberbullying and blackmail. More than 270 placards with a photo, name, and age of a child who fell victim to online crimes were placed on that lawn of the Capitol's Upper Senate Park. Organizers said Tuesday marked the largest ever public memorial in memory of kids impacted by social media. For more, I'm now joined by Indiana Republican Representative Erin Houchin, who's been instrumental in getting social media legislation through the U.S. House. Congresswoman, always a pleasure to have you. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Thanks for covering this very important issue. It's an issue that is close to my heart, having raised three kids through these teenage years when social media was just getting off the ground. So very appreciative of your coverage.
Absolutely. I'm a mother of two now, two littles, but I'm watching all of this closely for when they're old enough to have social media one day. As you said, you're a mom of three. You have sat with these families. What in the world do you tell a parent whose child has been harmed and Congress still hasn't passed a law yet?
Yeah, it remains frustrating that we haven't been able to pass a comprehensive kids online safety package. I'm encouraged that we do have some bipartisan agreement, but I think, we have to keep working toward this. There's some key differences between the Senate version and the House version of these two different efforts. I chair the Kids Online Safety Caucus with Congressman Jay Gaukenkloss. It's a bipartisan group that wants to protect kids online. Couple of key differences in the two bills. One includes a duty of care, another does not. The Senate version has it, the House version does not.
And why doesn't it? Because that would have required social media platforms to exercise reasonable care to prevent harms to minors. Why would anybody leave that out?
I'm really not sure why the House version does not include a duty of care, but I will say we're going to continue working toward getting something done this Congress that does provide those protections. Now, the key provision that was included in this most recent negotiation for the House version was also including that states can go farther in terms of preemption, farther than the federal government. So we're creating a floor, not a ceiling. And that was something that we were advocating for along the way. States should be able to innovate and protect kids as these threats emerge and not have to wait on the federal government to respond. So that is a key provision that I think is positive. There are a couple of big misses, though. One is that we don't protect kids under the age of 16 from access to social media applications. That will move from 13 to 14 in the House bill, and I think remain at 13 in the Senate bill. So we know the dangers for kids between the ages of 9 and 14 of social media access. We're going to continue to push for bills like the Reset Act, which sets a standard of 16 for access to these apps. Parents should not have to worry about their kids downloading and using these apps without their knowledge or consent. And right now, under the status quo, a 13-year-old can access all of these apps, and there's nothing a parent can really do about it. So we're continuing this fight. It's a dangerous world out there on social media. Our kids are totally plugged in, and we need to encourage them to unplug and set some parameters.
Go back to playing again. Just go back to playing outside. And as a family, it frightens me, just the online social media and what it means for our children. I have to end it there, but Republican Congresswoman Erin Houchin of Indiana, thank you so much as always, ma'am. Please keep us posted.
Thank you, Marky.